Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's recipe is inspired from an Instagram post by Chef Tizak on this beautiful, lovely local produce that we have called the Bimbli. This name actually I had to look up on Google because in Kerala this fruit is called Irumban Puli. This is a beautiful sour fruit and generally I've just seen in my childhood I've just had it with some salt and chili, but I've seen my mom also use it as a souring agent in fish curries, but this is the first time she tried make a pickle out of it. My name is Dhivya Sahadevan and cooking to me is a great way to bring people together, and I've always been inspired by how food across different geographies are so diverse and still bring us all together in its own way. I put out one of my favorite recipe every month, so make sure you click that subscribe button so that you don't miss out. So we've had this Bimbli tree in our garden forever now, but I've really not given it much thought. It's a very common tree to find in Kerala. So other than the occasional ones we'd pull out for curries, we'd not really thought about experimenting much with this. This recipe of my Amma's pickle is a great one, especially if you like that sweet, salt, sour kind of balance. I for one personally love it, so I just had to share it with you guys. So let's go to the garden and pluck some of these yummy sour goodness. So this is the beautiful Irumban Puli Maram or the Bimbli tree in my backyard, and you can see the amount of fruit that it bears, and it looks like this almost all year round. So from here, make sure you pick the fruits which feel firm and not squishy, and also try to pick them which are in a small to medium sized. And this is how it looks, just a closer look. And we picked roughly 1 kg or a bowl full of these fruits. So the first thing you want to do is start to prep your fruit, and for the first activity on that is to just trim out the ends of your fruit. So that will clean your fruit and remove all those little leaves, and then give it a thorough wash, and now it is nice and fresh, and you can move on to the next step of your prep, which is to cut it into smaller sized pieces. So I'm cutting this lengthwise, and this is not required if your fruits are small, but for the medium sized ones you can cut it into half, and if it is really big you can even cut it into 4s. So now these are all ready and in the pressure cooker, and to this you want to add 3/4 a kg of jaggery, and you can add any kind of jaggery, dark or the white ones. So just depending on that, the color of your pickle will vary. So here we had dark jaggery, so that's what we have added here. Next to this, you want to add just about half a cup of water, and you don't need to add more because the fruit is going to release a lot of water and it's going to be really watery. So with this, now you can get this on the flame for 1 whistle, and that's all you need. Now for the masalas, we need 1 tablespoon of mustard seeds, 1 tablespoon of methi seeds, and 3.5 tablespoons of chili powder. So first we want to dry roast the mustard seeds until it starts splattering. So it may take maybe 2 to 3 minutes depending on how your flame is. So once it starts splattering, you can take it off the heat and place it aside into a bowl. And next what you want to do is to dry roast the methi seeds. Similarly, give it a few minutes, it turns slightly darker brown and it also starts splattering a bit. Make sure you stir it occasionally because you don't want it to burn. And when it starts splattering, that's your cue to take it off the heat, and you can add it to your earlier bowl. Next, you want to turn off the heat, and that's very important. Turn off the heat and then just warm up your chili powder. This kind of removes that raw smell of the chili powder, so that's why you do this. Give it just a few minutes to kind of just heat up, and when that's done, again you take this off into a separate bowl. So now all the spices that we require are ready, and to this I'm going to add just half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, which is required. And this is how my mixture look once I open the pressure cooker. It's pretty watery and we really need to reduce this, and for that we're using a wide mouth saucepan. This will make the reduction process much faster, and to this add a good spoon of salt according to your taste. And now we need to grind our mustard and methi seeds into a powdered mixture like this. To this, we want to add Asafoetida or Kayam powder, just half a tablespoon into our ground mixture. So once your Bimbli mixture is nicely boiling over, and that's your cue to add your chili powder and turmeric powder, give it a good mix and give it another at least 5 to 10 minutes to really simmer and reduce. So now I'm going to go ahead and add in my ground mixture and again give it a good mix. And at this point you just want to be patient and let your mixture simmer and thicken up, and this is what actually takes the most time. And you can see it's been at least 15 minutes since my mixture has been simmering and it's starting to thicken, and you can see how the bubbles look nice and glossy now. So one test you can do is to put a drop in a plate and draw a line across it, and if it comes together gradually like this, that's your cue to know that you're at the right consistency. So it's going to look a little loose, but as it cools it's going to get thicker. So once you reach this consistency, the next thing you need to do is the tadka, and you need mustard seeds, methi seeds, dried chilies and curry leaves. So in coconut oil, which I'm using here, you can use regular oil as well. I'm going to add my mustard seeds, and once it starts splattering, you're going to go ahead and add in your dried chilies. And to this we added our curry leaves. And that's just it. So just give it one toss and then you're ready to add this into your pickle. I love the smell of tadka. I don't know if it's just me, but I just love the smell of tadka. It just reminds me of home, especially when it's coconut oil. And this, you just want to stir it and just distribute this goodness through your pickle. It's looking so beautiful and it is smelling just amazing here. So it's almost done, guys. We just have one step left to seal the deal, and that is to add a tablespoon or two of vinegar. This is just regular vinegar. You can adjust it to your taste. Just give it a mix, and that is it. Your beautiful sweet, sour, salty, spicy pickle is ready. Have this with rice, have this with parathas. It's amazing. It is a must try. I don't know how easy it is for you to get your hands on these beautiful sour fruits, but if you do have access to this, I highly recommend that you give this recipe a try. So guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. I'll see you again next week with a new video. Until then, take care. It's me, Dhivya, signing out. So make sure you click that